So I saw these like gangsters. They were like I don't know, El Salvadorian or Mexican or something. And two of the girls got into a fight, and they did all the politicking stuff that they do for men, as far as like, okay, let them go, like one on one, like don't jump in, like fair is fair, and all this kind of stuff. But just because we politic that way as men, there's a reason for that, actually. It's so that you can squash your differences and actually resolve the thing when you get into the fight. So after it's over, it's over. Like that's the whole idea. It's a mercy. But with women, right? You don't have to let them fight. I think it's kind of gay to let them fight. To back up and be like, oh, ha, 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 and start laughing at it and shit. Like, you politicking like the way that I do with men. Here, you have a force multiplier, you can stop them. And if they disagree and they still get mad and they protest and they said they want to go and fight, you can just tell them to sit down and shut the fuck up. You're not fighting this bitch. Because I don't get entertained by that shit. Like, if you're not entertaining me, sit the fuck down. I'm like, as long as I'm stronger than you, you're not finna fight this bitch. If all these gangs want to copy black people, okay, the Mongolians, the Mexican, El Salvadorian, Samoan, like everybody copies the black politics, but the black politics don't want to lead the way though. The reason they get allowed with that is because somewhere in our politics, we let them think that it's okay to let women fight each other. Like men, you have to let them fight each other because there's not the genders are not balanced. One's tipped in the favor of us as far as strength. I'm not saying I have the strength. I'm not saying that I'm the strongest man at all. But this whole thing about like moralizing and politicking, right? You have a force multiplier, you should use it. Don't moralize using your force multiplier. Unless you're so easily entertained that watching girls fight without like mud wrestling and stuff, they're just like pulling hair and like mud wrestling, at least it's like you can't grab the, it's like slippery and stuff, and they might even be like not really trying to hurt each other and they just want to do it. So if you allow for them to mud wrestle, they might, you know what I mean? Like, hey, but as far as like letting them rip each other's extensions out and gouge each other's eyes, like, shouldn't you as a man just be like, hell nah, bitch, you don't get to do what the fuck you want to do around here. Sit down, shut up, because you're not entertaining. You're not entertaining us. But these dudes are entertained by the shit. So they think they moralized it, and then they feel like they stood on business or something like that. But those were two bitches fighting. I don't want to even encourage that, let alone two men. Because you might agree to square up, and then all of a sudden somebody pulls a knife. Okay, now you have to take his knife and probably kill him with the knife, even though you didn't agree to it. Or they might start out fighting fair, and then you might try to slam your head in a car door, and you'd be like, "Oh, shit, you trying to do me like that? You trying to slam my head in? I didn't know that you was gonna do me like that. I guess I better knock your ass out." But I mean, like with women, you don't have to entertain the notion of anything fucking going awry because you can just stop it. Like, just fucking put your foot down. They're not going to be able to do anything. If the cops get there and they say, "Oh, he manhandled me," like, I was breaking up their fight. Anybody who's breaking up their fight, you might have to pick her up and throw her over your shoulder and wailing and fucking bloodshot eyes and wailing on your back and everything. Like, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. Don't let them change the narrative, though, to male politics. They're not afforded to be able to politic like men because we don't supposed to let them. Unless you're entertained by that shit. Are you entertained by women trying to cut off hair? I know you're jealous of her pretty hair. You want to hold her down and beat her up and cut off her fucking hair. That's not how men do it. That's not, so you're not going to do shit.